Hello, Twin Minds here. Welcome back to Autonauts. I have a lot of things I want to try to cover today. I have no idea how much that I'll actually get done, so I'm not going to tell you any of it in case I forget most of it. But first, I wanted to get started with research, because I've actually finished all of the available research. That is, tool, storage, farming, robotics, shelter, and cooking technologies. So I want to see what it takes to get to the next tier, so I can unlock more stuff to do. We'll cover some of these things later, if and when I feel like it. But for right now, the only option I have in the research station is upgrade. So let's push that button and see what it takes. It takes a log, 3 poles, and 4 stones. I think I can manage that. One sec. And there we go, all updated. We now have some stones and a wheel to turn, I guess. Sure, why not? Now, we have plenty of more things to research. I have absolutely no idea which ones I want to do offhand, but I think there was one. Coconut, carrot. Yeah, let's do that one. Alright, there's your tree seed, and then he's going to carry on with the whole love situation. I wonder if there's an easier or faster way to do this. Because currently he's getting 3 WUV in hand. And coming over here and doing them 3 at a time. 1 every second and a half or so. That's going to take a very long time, especially with some of the other researches available. Thousands upon thousands of research. So this might be a situation where I need multiple machines working on different ones in parallel. Or maybe there's some way to get more bots working on this at once. I tried to do it by hand, and it wouldn't let me work on it while the bot was working on it. So there was a stopgap in place there. So no idea. I'll have to look into that. But for right now, I just want to let this cook so I can let it go in my off time as well, so you guys don't have to sit here and watch all that. So that's going to go. It's going to take hours potentially to finish all of that, but that's fine. I have other things to do. So the next thing I want to do is I want to turn this guy back on. Bob, our builder. And he's going to finish building the basic bot workbench. I didn't want to build it until I was recording, so we could see what it did together. And that was built, and there was 0 fanfare whatsoever. Okay. You never quite know with this game what's going to pop up and ask you to do what and when. So basic bot workbench. Supposedly, I can use these to upgrade my bots to do different fancy things. I can upgrade their bot with an abacus to make them have more brain power, I guess. We can give them more energy, we can give them speed upgrades, so there's a lot of stuff in here. I'm very interested in playing with these. Maybe I'll do a little bit of that off camera to figure out what I'm doing, because I really have no idea. I have not a clue, and there was no information on this. So it's going to take a little bit of digging, but I wanted to show that this stuff is out there, because if you randomly find bots showing up in other recordings that I didn't mention that have upgrades, you'll know why. So just keep that in mind. Now, the next thing I wanted to cover is something that History Maker 118 had mentioned previously, and that is the charging of bots on a more reliable basis. I had set up this little charging station down here to kind of partially cover my needs, but I wanted to go for his full suggestion, which was to make use of these signs. So if I come over here, and I take this sign, and give it to this guy, he is my Wanderer. Now both Energizer and Duracell are set up to find nearest bot discharge in the area around the sign. And we can show how that works by going over to this sign here and pick it up, and you hit Z, and you can choose how big this area is. So if I wanted that area to be yay big, and off to the bottom corner of the sign, I can do that. Or I can just do the whole wide area centered on the sign. And what that does is that sets up this area to follow the sign. You can see that that's following the sign wherever I go. So I've done the same thing over here with this sign. I can't do it while it's in something's hand, but I did the same thing, and both Energizer and Duracell are following that sign specifically. And they're looking for uncharged robots. So all we gotta do is set up Wanderer here to do a little bit of a patrol route. So let's do here, and then I shouldn't have to do too terribly much with this. So let's just go down-ish, and then over, and up, and then repeat that forever. It's not the most pretty route that I could have possibly taken, and it probably doesn't cover everything, like the center here. Is not doing a straight line down for some reason. So Bam Bam and Pebbles are kind of sort of getting out of the loop here. I might have to adjust that. I might not need to. We'll see. I'm going to let it run for a little bit. But basically, he's just going to wander around advertising his free Wi-Fi. And if he runs out, one of these two are going to come... Oh, well, I have to, you know, turn them on first, I guess. If he runs out, one of these two is going to come follow him and charge him while he's running around. If he runs into an empty bot like this one, they're going to get the call, they're going to go over and fix it. All better. So Wanderer here is just going to keep going around in circles. I don't know why he's decided to take such a large route. It's going from here down to here. He shouldn't really have to go in a big half circle loop like that, but maybe he likes grass instead of dirt. Maybe I have to make him some grass roads. I don't know yet. But that's the general concept. I'll probably refine it over time off camera, but that should tackle a majority of my charging needs. Hopefully. I might need a second one of him, and maybe a second pair of charging robots on standby. Maybe doing some crisscross patterns to make sure everything's covered. I don't know. But it's good. I like it. So, History Maker 118, thank you for that suggestion. I greatly appreciate it. I love having a free Wi-Fi. It's wonderful. Okay, so the next thing on my list, if you haven't noticed by now, I have a large conga line of robots here, and a big old patch of empty fields. I have plans to plant crops. The only one I want to tackle right now is pumpkins. I only had this one pumpkin up here, and I didn't really want to start with one. So I did some wandering, and I found some more. So I'm going to go pick up some of these, and that one over there. I also found some things like sheep, and I found a chicken, or a cluck. What is it, a chook? Yes, it is a chook in this game. Those will probably come later. For right now, they're just happy wandering in the wild. I'm going to go pick up these pumpkins, and I will be back to you in a moment after I have built my scythe and chopped those down. Alright, got my scythe. Off to get some pumpkins. Okay, I have pumpkins. I don't know what to do with them, but I have them. Because they don't... They just say they go in a box. Do I plant them again? Let's find out. Pumpkin. Big old heavy pumpkins. I can do 2 of them, apparently. I can do 2 of them, apparently. Sure, pumpkins. Can I plant them in a field? No, I cannot plant them in a field like that. So, what do I do with the pumpkins? Does my thing tell me? Pumpkin scythed, seed planted, pumpkin stored. Okay. Let's see if the axe is the answer. Chop that pumpkin open. No, 'tis not. How about the pick? No, okay, worth a shot. How about the hammer? Hammer. Hammer is apparently the answer. Okay. Raw pumpkin, pumpkin seeds. Haha. Pumpkins. Wonderful. Okay. So, now we know the answer to that. It's the hammer. I'm not entirely sure where that information would have come from. Was that listed anywhere? Was that listed here? No. Nope. No, it was not. Well, trial and error it is then. So now I have a bunch of raw pumpkin. I don't know if it mentions pumpkin storage. Let's find out. Nope. apparently raw pumpkin is irrelevant to the process. Fascinating. Well, that does tell me I have to do some work to figure out how to automate these, because I will need to scythe them out of the ground, and then I will need to hammer them open, pick up the seeds, and it looks kind of like I'm also going to have to redig the ground. That's a lot of bots. So let me gather all of my pumpkins and do a little bit of a thinking process, and then I will hopefully automate some pumpkins. Alright, I have my giant pile of pumpkins that I can use for examples. For some reason the giant pile of pumpkins amuses me. But it's great, I love it. Alright, so giant pile of pumpkins. Pumpkins grown. And I have various random bots. I need, first off, I need 2 bots knowing how to make scythes. I need one for the blade and I need one for the scythe itself. So let's just grab a bot over here. You, sir. Grab a stone. Grab 2 stones. Drop it, drop it. That makes a scythe. It doesn't need to be fancy. Do that. If you're empty, do all of these things. And do that forever. Go. Next bot. Already built. I love the automated bot building. It's great. Alright, next bot. You. Grab scythe. Put it here. Grab stick. Put it here. If this thing's empty, do all this stuff. And do it forever. Go. Just a test. Grab your scythe. You grab the scythe blade. And you go and grab a stick, and then you're doing the scythe blade building. Got it. Perfect. Wonderful. Okay. So this is my large collection of tool builder bots. Working out quite well, actually. Okay, so bot number 1. You. I need you. Grab a scythe. Only if your hands are empty. And then come over here. Scythe a pumpkin. Do that only in this area here. And do that only if this box is not full. Do all of that only if the box isn't full. And forever. Go. Alright, bot number 2. You should be fairly easy. Pick up a pumpkin until hands full, and then put it in the box until hands are empty, and do that forever. Oh, also, this area right here. I'm going to extend it out 1 square. It shouldn't matter, because these pumpkins look like they always drop in the exact same square, but I also do like to do some manual work occasionally and drop some stuff on the outskirts, kind of like I did just here, so I think that'll work perfectly. And do that for a while. You have no pumpkins to work with, so that's fine. Alright, so the next step, I think I need another box, which is why I have some bots building boxes over here. You can go right next to the pumpkins. Great. Well, it's not pretty. It doesn't fit my plan. I wasn't expecting to have multiple boxes for this stuff. It's fine. Don't worry about it. So the next step is bot, grab a pumpkin out of the box, drop it any old place. I guess the question is, do I want to bother picking up the pumpkins, or do I just want to hammer them in place? I need 20 pumpkins picked up for the quest, but I don't know if I need pumpkins for anything else other than that. One moment. Alright, the short answer is no. No, I don't need that. So let me put these back, just because. Stop. I forgot he was picking stuff up. Stop it. Give me your Give me your pumpkin. There. Now I have a bunch of pumpkins. Alright. You're going to get repurposed in a moment. And it won't be picking up pumpkins, it will be picking up pumpkin bits. So you stay right where you're at. Actually, you come over here. Scytheman's still doing his thing, and that's fine. So the next robot is this one, and this is the one that I need to just clear that out. I need you to pick up a hammer, and obviously only if your hands are empty. And then come over here and whack a pumpkin. And that ended up in a pile floating on top of the pumpkins. Perfect. Love it. And then do that in a slightly different area there. Perfect. And do that only if, let's go with this box is not full. And do it forever. Go. So he's just going to go pick up a hammer and he's going to go hammer some pumpkins. And that's fine. Next up is this guy. We need to repurpose you. Let me dump my hammer. We need to repurpose you to pick up pumpkin giblets. Dump them in this box. So this can go, this can go. These things can go here. And these things can go. No longer picking up pumpkins, picking up raw pumpkins. And I forgot to change the area. There you go. Carry on, sir. So he's picking up raw pumpkins until his hands are full, and then dumping them in the box until his hands are not full. Now we need another bot. This one. Unfortunately, I can't copy and paste because he's got a lot of stuff I already need in him, but it's fine. I can make it again. You. Nope. You pick up pumpkin seeds until your hands are full, and then drop them off in the box until your hands are empty. Do it forever. So we got one picking up pumpkin bits, one picking up pumpkin seeds, and then I'm going to need one to plant pumpkins. Actually, I also need one to dig. That's also a thing. Alright, fine. I got a digger bot. Digger bot, you pick up shovel, only if your hands are empty. And then come over here, dig a hole, and do that only in this smaller 5x5 area, please. And repeat that forever. Just constantly dig holes, please. And then the next bot over here is going to grab seeds. Repeat until your hands are full, please. Plant it. Repeat until your hands are empty. Do it forever. So that is my little pumpkin crew. It's a little bit excessive. And I think I could streamline that if I were to get slightly bigger, better bots. Because if I get better bots that have more memory, I can get them to chain actions. For example, I could have the one that is picking up pumpkin bits. I could have, or sorry, the one that's picking up seeds, I could have him plant those seeds. And then drop the leftovers in the box. Rather than having one for dropping in the box and one for planting. But since my bots are dumb and have no memory, I kind of have to specialize them at the moment. But that's part of what the bot workbench is for, is to enhance your bots so that you have better bots to do bigger, better things. But for right now, I got pumpkins, and that's all I really need. What I might do though is I might pause the hammer bot, because I still need to do the farming vegetables. I am scything pumpkins, no problems, and I am seeding, no problems. But pumpkins stored, I only have 10 out of 20, because I haven't actually picked up the last 10 pumpkins that haven't been hammered. So, I'm going to do that, and maybe do that right now. So we'll record the last bit of that, so hang on. Alright, last 2 pumpkins in the box. Pumpkin patch complete. And I got a plumber's cap. But I also got a commemorative slab for my farming veggies. That's all I really wanted. The rest of those pumpkins might actually just go back onto the field for the hammer guy to finish doing his business. So I'll do that in a little bit. But I did finish automating the pumpkins. Now, I still have to solve a little bit of a problem. And that problem being, I'm not entirely sure what happened, but my forest disappeared. And they don't appear to be keeping up with that, so I'll have to investigate that and see if I can figure out what happened. Because I don't actually know. All of my bots are running. I don't see anything being planted. Johnny has no seeds. Okay. Ah, that's what happened. I had changed up his routine. Previously, Johnny was picking up seeds from the forest floor and planting them right on the field here. But I changed it up to store them in the box because I needed them for bot building. And apparently that was a partial mistake. So let me grab another bot quick, teach him to pick up seeds, repeat until your hands are full, drop it off in the box, repeat until your hands are empty. Do that forever, please. Hang on. I forgot to give you better directions on location. Maximize. Here, please. Now you may go. That should be better. My forest got a little bit overwhelmed, but it's fine. It'll get better. I hope. Or I'll just be desperately lacking in logs for the foreseeable future. Who knows? We're at least partially successful. I have raw pumpkin incoming. I have pumpkin seeds in storage. I don't exactly know what to do when I have way too many pumpkin seeds on hand, because I was noticing I was getting upwards of 2 or 3 pumpkin seeds per pumpkin, which is very quickly going to overwhelm it if I'm only planting 1 seed per pumpkin. I can't infinitely grow my pumpkin patch, so something's going to happen with those seeds, and I don't know the answer to that yet. That hopefully will be an answer I can solve in the future. But for right now, I've got stuff, and that's good. So that'll be it for this pumpkin-filled episode of Autonauts. Thank you for joining me. See you next time.